Hello everyone and welcome to Dokmee channel. We are here today with Chris and Colton. How are you guys?
Doing
Good.
great,
Hey,
Boris. How
Boris.
are you?
So today we're going to look at Dokmee Forms. Chris is going to show us what the product can do. So go ahead, Chris, take it over.
Thanks, Boris. Hey, everyone. I'm Chris. I'm with Dokmee, and today we're going to take a look at Dokmee Forms. Let's get started. So Dokmee Forms, it is web-based, and what Dokmee Forms does is we take your typical forms and we digitize them, meaning, you look at a typical form that you would see on a website or maybe a paper form like an application or something. We allow an easy way to take those typical forms and to digitize them to collect the data and reduce costs, save time by implementing forms into your existing processes. Let's take a look at it. So I'm going to log in here, and with Dokmee Forms, we can go ahead and we can just create a form from scratch, or we could take an existing form and upload it and use that as a template. And so let's take a look at one here. This is for a typical a time off request. So like if we are at our job, we need to take vacation. We typically would fill out some type of form or make some type of fill something out for that request. And it could be maybe an email that we send to our manager, or maybe it's a piece of paper that we fill out and we turn it in. Well, what we can do is we can actually take that process and we can standardize it to automate it and to facilitate that process and track it a lot better in our organization. And here's the form that we have here. And if you look here, I just uploaded the form, and then we make the fields across each thing that we want to collect. And after we're done with this, we can post this form where it can be easily accessed by employees. And so this is what it would look like. Picture the employee goes to our website or goes to the internal website of the company. There's a link that says request time off. Clicks on the link, the form comes up. And then from here, the employee can quickly fill the request out and send it on. So if I look here, I'm going to put in my name. And when we design this, we make it very, very easy for the end user, whoever's doing that requesting, to fill that information out. I can go in here and I can pick the date. I can go here and choose one of the lists for, or one of the reasons that we're going to request time off. And then when we're done filling it out, we can sign it and then send it in. So if you look here, I can add a signature, and I could go ahead and just upload a signature from my desktop, or I could just manually fill that signature out. And then when I'm done, I'm going to save that and click submit, and this will submit the document so that it can go to the next part of the process. So that's Dokmee Forms. Thanks everyone, and I'm going to turn it back over to Boris.
All right, Colton, any questions?
Yeah, I do have a couple questions today, Boris. So, Chris, my first question for you is what is the reason people are making the switch to eForms from paper-based forms?
That's a good question, Colton. And so if you look at today's environment, a lot of companies are having their employees work remotely a lot more. Mm-hmm. And so in the past, maybe everyone is at the office, everyone has access and can talk to each other. Now with everyone remotely, we really need a way to digitize everything as much as possible, meaning we want our employees to have access to everything. So in this case, it doesn't matter where the employee is located. They're going to be able to quickly access the form that they need, fill it out, send it in. They could fill it out here in Texas, and it could go to their manager in New York or wherever it may be. Mm-hmm. So it really allows us to still work like we're all together, even though we may be split apart. And the end result of that is it's going to save time, which is going to ultimately save money for the company.
Okay, awesome. That makes sense. Now, my next question for you is being in the marketing position, data is big. Data drives everything right now. Say I wanted to create, a survey. Is there something inside Dokmee Forms that allows me to look at the data and the notifications that come from each form sent?
Definitely. That's a great question. So This is one use case that we're looking at here, but in the instance you're talking about, it can also be used to create a survey. So I could poll all of my customers about a new feature that we maybe want to add to the software to see which one, which one people would rather have. And I can create the form in the same way, and I can send it out to that list of people that I want to poll, and then aggregate all of that data and report on it.
Okay, awesome. And my last question for you, Chris, is I know you brought up some integration. Does Dokmee Forms integrate just into Dokmee ECM, or can it integrate into SurveyMonkey, other platforms out there?
Definitely. So we'll integrate into whatever platform the customer is utilizing. Sometimes that depends on the use case. Sometimes it depends on the environment. Yes, we do integrate with Dokmee ECM, but we will also integrate with any other platform that the customer uses.
Awesome. Thank you for answering my questions, Chris. From my side, Boris, that's all I have. If you'd like to add anything, feel free.
All right. Well, thank you for watching this video. If you want to learn more, you can go to dokmee.com and you can get more information about the form product. You can also fill out a quick form on our website if you wish to have a more in-depth presentation of the product. Thank you, everyone. We look forward to see you on the next time of another Dokmee channel presentation.
Thanks, Boris.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. And if you like the video at the end, click on the thumbs up.